Hey, what is up? Welcome to Youth Online. I am Zach, and this is Matty Matt.
What up?
Nasty Rat Matt.
Nasty Rat Matt. Thick Boy Matt.
Thick Boy Matt.
By many names.
Whatever you want to call him, you can call him it. Okay, that's Matt.
Just be kind.
This is Youth Online. This is what we're doing. We have a really awesome day planned for you guys today, and it starts off with one of Matt's ideas, actually, and I'm not looking forward to it.
No, I'm not either. Personally, I hate all eating sounds. So the fact, you're going to understand what I'm talking about in a second, but the fact that I have to, have that magnified in my ears and hear Zach just,
Pretty sure you just explained it.
eating. I did explain it. Eating in
I'll
my
explain
ears.
it later, but having
Whatever.
it magnified
Basically,
in my mouth,
just,
in my ears.
I just haven't given the name. Basically, it's can you hear what I'm chewing? And basically, I'm going to turn away. I'm going to have headphones on, and Zach's going to eat into the mic, and we'll both take turns doing this. And the other person who's facing away has to guess what that person's eating based on the sounds the food is making when they eat it. That's basically it.
Cue the intro, right? Can you hear what I'm chewing? Get some headphones.
I'm gonna need some headphones, so if you can kindly pass those this way. Thank you so much.
There's one item I have to be very, very, very clever with the way that I eat it.
Is it clever with the way you eat?
Clever, yes, because it's one of those ones that I wanted to get. I'm not going to give you any more.
That was loud. Is this ASMR?
Ready? Ready? Did you hear what I said? I didn't realize I whispered it. Did you hear it?
I'm gonna eat it. No, I didn't hear it.
Okay, good. Ready?
No.
Are you turned up? You can hear me? Can you hear this?
Oh, that's way better. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh my gosh.
That's all you get. What do you got?
Oh, that was horrible. It sounds like soft, like a fruit, very juicy. Like.
Can I ask you something? Do you smell anything right now?
No.
Okay, good.
I want to say, like a peach or a plum, or maybe an orange.
Okay, so
So I got to dwindle that down, but
yeah, you have to dwindle that down. You gotta give me a final answer.
okay. Am I allowed a hint?
Oh man. I will say your hint is it is in fact a fruit.
It is in fact a fruit.
It is, that's one hint though. That's one hint.
Okay. I'm gonna say it is. Oh, that's so. Can you chew it one more time? That is disgusting.
It's tasty.
Okay, I'm gonna say a plum.
Plum? Final answer?
Yep.
Eh.
What is it?
An orange.
Bruh! You eat that like a monster. Bro. That
Oh
is-
yeah,
that
you have to
is,
hear
like,
it.
Disgusting. Okay.
Now.
So you're trying to face away?
Oh no, it's those metal things that you brought. Weirdo.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, face more that way.
Okay. I think I have an idea. Okay, I want one hint, okay?
Can you smell it?
Wait, no, I'm gonna ask though. I have a question. You have to answer those questions.
Uh-huh.
That's my hint, okay? Is it a vegetable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm between two vegetables right now. Okay, my guess, I'm just gonna go with my gut. Broccoli, final answer. Yeah, I got it. Seriously, it was that or cauliflower. That was what I was going for.
This stuff reeks.
But I could actually hear like when you got down to like the hard like root part, you know, versus like the leaves, you know.
Well done.
That's actually impressive. I didn't realize
very
it.
impressed. Little flexors got on my uvula.
Little fleshes.
Little flex.
Little
No, I'm correct.
flesh. Oh, whoa, my food's here!
Oh, there's water! Yeah. I'm good.
You can have what you say. You know, in Mark 11:23-24, it says this: Jesus was matter of fact. Embrace this God's life is what it says. Really embrace it, and nothing will be too much for you. This mountain, for instance, just say, go jump in the lake. No shuffling or shilly-shallying, and it's just as good as done. That's why I urge you to pray for absolutely everything, ranging from small to large. Include everything as you embrace this God's life, and you'll get God's everything. Isn't that crazy? That verse is insane. If you really think about it, the Bible is simply saying if you speak it and you believe it, you can have it. If we focus on something in this verse, it says embrace this God's life. That's the first kind of mini point that I want to make right now is we as Christians, we as people, if we embrace God's life, how to live with God's life, how we live in God's image, if we embrace that, what does embrace mean? If you think of embracing someone with a hug, if you embrace for a hug, it means that you're open, you're genuine, you're okay with this. You're open to live this way if we say embrace the God life, this God life. So if we embrace it, it means you're okay with it, you're cool with it. You almost chose that for yourself. So it's important that we embrace this God's life. This next one says, and nothing will be too much for you. Think about your life right now. Just think about it. Everything that we go through in life right now can add stress, can add busyness, can add anxiety, can add fear, can add anger, can add so many different things that go on where I guarantee if you're watching this, at some point you've probably said, this is a lot, or this is just too much. This verse is literally saying that if we embrace the way we live our life to align it with what God says, what the Word says, it can literally never be too much for you. That means you can live what you're living and be totally fine. Nothing is going to make you shaken. Nothing's going to shake you up. Nothing's going to make you feel like you can't handle it, because nothing will be too much for you. In the NIV, the same verse says, have faith in God. Jesus answered, truly, I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go throw yourself into the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them. And then it says, therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. That's insane. Believe that you will have received it, and it will be yours. This is all saying that you can have what you say. Moving on. Ready?
What? Oh, dude. It sounds like a carrot. That's a carrot. That's a carrot. There's no way. That's my guess. It's a carrot. It's a carrot. You don't have to keep eating it. It's a freaking carrot. Is it a carrot?
You're right, yeah. I was trying to throw you off with this.
I picked a good one.
The last one was a good one. Wait, stop laughing. Keep going. Can I have one hint? Or should I just go for the gold?
You should just go for the gold.
Banana, final answer.
Yep.
Yes. There's this very distinct smushing sound when you eat a banana. Yep. I'm 2 for 2. This is easy, man. All right, remember, you can have what you say. I have another story that I want to share with you guys right from the Bible. It's from Numbers 13. This is a quick synopsis of the verse, but I encourage you to go read that chapter because it's awesome. Essentially, the children of Israel reached a place called Kadesh. God told them to go take the promised land. It's pretty much in Canaan. And God promised Abraham and his descendants that they will take possession of this land. That is why they called it the promised land, because God promised Abraham that one day you and your descendants will take this land. So when the children of Israel reached Kadesh, a place just outside of Canaan, they sent 12 spies into Canaan to see how they would take the land and possess it. 10 spies came back from this mission with an evil report, and 2 spies came back with a good report. What's the difference between a good and an evil report? It's as simple as a good report is a report out of faith. It's knowing that you can go do that. You believe you can conquer this. The evil report is out of doubt. They realized that God said they could take it, but still doubted the fact that they would be able to take it, even though God said, I promise this land to you and your descendants. So a good report is one of faith. An evil report is one of doubt. So the 10 with an evil report said it's true what we see in the promised land. We see that it's flowing with milk and honey. We see that there's so many different fruits that we can eat and sustain ourselves there with. There's so many amazing things in this land. But they said there's giants that are there. And those giants, in their sight, they would look at us like we are grasshoppers to be squashed. And that's the report they came back with. So that whole report came back to Israel, and Israel believed the majority, the 10 spies that came back that were coming out of doubt. Even though God was on their side, they were coming out of doubt. And all of Israel many of the Israelites end up actually realizing it and believing what they were saying. And it ended up their life being them wandering through the wilderness until they finally died, never entering the promised land because what they said, what they believed. Now, the second 2 spies came back. They came back with a good report. They said, look, yeah, the land is flowing with milk and honey. Yeah, we agree that there's fruit there. There's things that can sustain ourselves. And yes, we see that there's giants there. We see that they're huge. We see that they could probably defeat us if we allowed them to. But we're not viewing these giants with our own eyes. We're realizing that God's promised us this land. And with God, we can conquer this land and we can get there. What's the difference? One was a report out of faith. They believed what they could do. They saw that it could be a hard time to take it, but they knew they could still do it. Where the other people just saw it and went, nope, there's no way we're going to take that because those giants will squash us. Whereas Caleb and Joshua, the final 2 spies that came back with a good report, said, yeah, they're big. Yep, it's going to be tough, but we can take it. We can go to the promised land and we'll take this place over so we can really have and live in this promised land. Everything came down to this. 10 spies, believed they couldn't do it. And the other 2 spies, looked at it and went, we believe it's going to be tough, but we know we can do this and we can take this promised land.
Are you going to propose to me? Oh, yeah, okay. I think I already know what this is. I think I know what this is. Mm-hmm. It's got that nice baked kind of pastry sound to it. Mm-hmm. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
It tastes good?
What do you think? Anything wrapped in saran wrap has to be good.
That's true.
We're trying to preserve it.
Now, I do know that there are cookies sold at the cafes wrapped in saran wrap.
All right.
I think it's that chocolate chunk cookie from the cafe.
Final answer?
Yep.
Wrong.
What?
It's the pretzel cookie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, good.
I think I should have won that one.
Those first 2 were easy.
This one won't be. Look the other way. Close your eyes. Just need to fish it out of my pockets.
Is it a vegetable?
No.
No?
That's your hint, by the way.
That's fine. I asked a question.
All right, I got one.
What the
One more bite.
flip is going on? I have no idea, but I feel like it's something super easy. Is it a fruit?
That's another hint, but no.
No?
You can look unless you. It's Smarty.
That's impressive. I had no idea. It sounded like a carrot.
Yeah, you expected me to pull a weak one on the end.
Shoot.
But nah.
I should have thought of that. All right, going back to the story of the children of Israel. Let's go back there. They weren't defeated because of the storm. They weren't defeated because of the devil. They weren't defeated because of the giants being there. You know what defeated them? Simply their own thought, their own belief, and what they spoke. They constantly spoke doubt. That's all they ever said. They said, we can't do that. We won't do that. The giants are huge. Well, there's no way we're going to do this. And their doubt, the way they spoke about themselves, is what ultimately defeated them. Where Joshua and Caleb, the other two spies that came back with a good report, said, you know what? No, we can do this. It's going to be tough, but we can do this. Yes, they're giants, they're huge, and they probably do view us like grasshoppers, but hey, we're going to take this land and we're going to take it back. We're going to be good, and we're going to live in this promised land that God promised to them. It's amazing, and we need to remember that they were simply defeated because the way they believed. They were simply defeated because they had this wrong believing, this wrong thinking, and this wrong speaking. They lost the battle before it even started because of the way they thought of themselves. They believed their doubt. Because the situation was the same between both people, both the 2 spies and the 10 spies. But the 10 believed their doubt, and the 2 believed their faith. If you believe your faith and believe and you come out of that, you can conquer so much more than you ever have. So you can have what you say. That's what we always come down to. You can have what you say. You just need to believe what you say. So start speaking over your life. Start speaking positive things over your situation. Even if you're in the midst of fear right now, even if you're in the midst of anxiety or suicidal thoughts, the Bible says to speak as though it is already done. What does that mean? It means that we speak as if it's done. If you have fear, you say in your prayer, I thank you that I do not have fear. You might have fear. You might be fearful in the moment of you praying that. But you saying that you don't have it allows your mind and your heart to listen to you speak. And after a while, even if you don't really believe what you're saying, your spirit, your heart, your mind will start to take what you're saying and actually believe it. So how do we pray things like that? I would simply go, hey, in Jesus' name, God, I thank you that I have not a spirit of fear. I thank you that I have no fear. I thank you that anxiety has no part in me. I thank you that I can conquer anything I put my mind to. I thank you that I have favor. Everything I speak and everything that I pray about is like in the now, as if I have it right now. That's what the Bible verse says today in Mark chapter 11. It says that you can have whatever you say. You just have to believe it. So if you're in a standpoint right now where you're like, yeah, but I don't believe it, start speaking what you want to believe. Start speaking what you want to believe. If you want to be strong, start saying you're strong. If you want to be at peace, start saying you have peace. If you want to get rid of the anxiety that you experience, start saying I have no anxiety, and anxiety will never, ever overtake my life or even be a part of my life and my everyday living. Start speaking what you want to feel, because when you do that, you'll be right in the midst of an amazing life, realizing that you have exactly what you say and you believe it. All right, well, I think it was a tie, man.
Concludes it.
I think it was 2-2. I had a lot of hints in there that I had to get for the last one.
I did too. But I think I'm proud of the Smarties. Smarties was my best trick up my sleeve.
Which makes it, I think it ends as a tie. But let us know in the comments if you guys think it actually ends as a tie or who you actually thought won. Be honest with it. And also leave another comment in there that says, hey, what do you want us to do for a challenge next?
We're willing to do anything. But in the meantime, take a look at this. Yeah, kids, man.